News 4 Jack starts right now with a breaking news alert.
That breaking news alert comes from the Supreme Court. It overturned Roe v. Wade. You're looking live at the Supreme Court, where in front of it, hundreds have gathered in the wake of that landmark decision. 6-3 decision eliminated the constitutional right for a woman to have a legal abortion, now leaves it to the individual states to decide. We brought you live coverage of that opinion as soon as it came in right here on News 4 Jax. About half an hour, the president is expected to address the nation in the wake of the ruling. We'll bring you his remarks live. The majority opinion was written by Justice Samuel Alito. It's very similar to the draft opinion that was leaked in May. Justices Stephen Breyer, Sonia Sotomayor, and Elena Kagan issued a dissenting opinion. Three justices heavily criticized the majority, closing their joint opinion with sorrow for this court, but more for the many millions of American women who have today lost a fundamental constitutional protection. We dissent. In the last half hour, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi publicly criticized the court's stance.
There's no point in saying good morning, because it certainly is not one. This morning, the radical Supreme Court is eviscerating Americans' rights and endangering their health and safety. But the Congress will continue to act to overcome this extremism and protect the American people. Today, the Republican-controlled Supreme Court has achieved their dark, extreme goal of ripping away a woman's right to make their own reproductive health decisions.
There is no shortage of reaction following that ruling, both from those who are anti-abortion and those who are pro-abortion rights. We start with Tarek Miner, who is breaking down what all this means. Tarek.
Well, in this decision released this morning, the country's top court ruling in a Mississippi case, the Constitution does not protect the right to abortion. As you said, Bruce, the justices voting 6-3, the opinion released practically identical to the draft opinion leaked weeks ago. A live picture now from the Supreme Court. Large crowds gathered there early this morning. Today's ruling means that more than 24 U.S. states are likely to ban abortion now, and that the 1973 legal precedent has been overturned. The justices ruling that abortions between 24 and 28 weeks of pregnancy was wrongly decided because the U.S. Constitution makes no specific mention of abortion rights. In the opinion, one line that stands out reads, Roe was egregiously wrong from the start. Its reasoning was exceptionally weak, and the decision had damaging consequences. It's time to heed to the Constitution and return to the issue of abortion to the people's elective representatives. Now, as you can imagine, there is a lot of emotion on both sides of this issue.
My reaction right now is that the Supreme Court issued an illegitimate fascist ruling. This decision is an outrage. It's illegitimate. Abortion bans are illegitimate. Forced motherhood is illegitimate.
This is a moment 50 years in the making. Millions and millions of innocent human beings were lost because of the Roe versus Wade decision, and I'm so glad that the justices actually established the justice and the rule of law in this land, and that so many millions of lives will be saved by this decision.
Today's opinion is said to be the most consequential Supreme Court decision in decades that will transform the landscape of women's reproductive rights in America. As you said, the president is preparing to respond, a response he's been planning for months. How he plans to act with Congress, he's going to address the nation. That's at 12:30 this afternoon, and we will bring that to you live. Bruce.
Thank you, Tarek. News 4 Jax reporter Janice Harris has been talking with people downtown, getting their reaction here in Jacksonville. Janice, what are you hearing?
Well, I'm hearing from both sides. This is happening as Skyforce is flying over our area downtown. There will be another press conference at 12:30 at City Hall. We'll bring that to you. But in the meantime, I've heard from a lot of people here at the Duval County Courthouse expressing how they feel about the Roe v. Wade, that being overturned. One woman told me that she feels like no matter what it is, a woman should have the right to decide what she wants to happen to her body. Well, at the same time, I've spoke to people that are happy about this being overturned, and they say this is a step in the right direction.
I'm very upset because I don't think anybody should be able to dictate what a woman can do with her body besides the woman who actually has the uterus.
It's a very exciting day. It seems a little bit unreal. We were expecting that after the leak that people would have gotten maybe a little bit bullied into changing their mind, especially since it was already such a close number that was leaked. But the fact that it was 6-3 is just amazing.
And coming up tonight, we're going to hear more from both sides. Those that are for abortion, their concerns now that this has happened on a state level, and those that are pro-life, what their next step, they say, will be now that Roe v. Wade has been overturned. Reporting live at the Duval County Courthouse, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Denise. No doubt more reaction will filter in today's landmark decision. Again, the president expected to deliver his remarks on this ruling that overturns Roe v. Wade. Right now, we expect it at 12:30. That time subject to change. Watch the president's remarks streaming live on News4Jax Plus, news4jax.com, also here on Channel 4. Stay with us for live updates throughout the day.